comes into the fuselage just above or in front of and below the leading edge of the wing.
Yeah.
At high angles of attack, you get a whole bunch of turbulence that
makes
comes
sense.
over, and it boils over the inside of the wing, and it does two things. When you do a stall, you hear a whack, and you feel it. I mean, it feels like somebody just bam.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
It's that turbulent air column coming down and slapping on the tail feathers.
Crazy.
And if you try to do when you do a 3-point landing, there are two ways to land an airplane like this. You can land it on basically all three tires at the same time, and if you do it just at the right speed and angle of attack, you.
Okay.
And the other way to do it is a wheel landing. You actually stick the front wheels on the ground and keep the tail off. Well, if you try that 3-point, right about when you start getting to the point where you're at the right attitude, that boiling air, that turbulent air, hits the tail feathers in the back, horizontal stabilizer, and it loses its effectiveness, and it drops out.
Oh.
So those little pieces of carbon fiber fix that problem.
Wow.
They help keep that air attached to the wing so that it goes down and shoots out backwards.
Oh, that tiny stabilizer in the front.
Yep, that right there.
Holy moly.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
airplane
big.
is this?
This is called an RV-8. It's a home built.
Oh, whoa, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, a guy built it in his shop in Polson, Montana.
Holy moly. It looks
At some point,
fantastic.
hopefully before, like mid-fall, I'll have my 15, 20 hours on the engine and I'll put passengers in it. But until I get at least 15, really I should have 20 on it.
Yeah.
But I just finished up with 5 hours, which is something of a milestone because now I got to change the oil filter on it, do a couple maintenance checks, and now I'll start flying over to other airfields.
Oh, cool.
But I've done nothing but burn holes in the sky over there. I'm doing 175 or so. I mean, if you're
Holy
trying to
crap.
stay close to the airport, you level it out. You go for 30 seconds maybe, and you turn it, and you pull, and you level out, and it's just that's all you're fucking doing.
That's hilarious.
NASCAR race.
You got the appropriate PSI, you know how your brakes are functioning or have pads. I've already done all that. You also check the gas. I've got 12 gallons in that tank and 11 gallons in that tank, and that's about 3 hours worth of fuel
Wow.
if you lean it out. So there isn't much to do other than pull it out.
Got a fresh cylinder in there? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How many cylinders are on that engine?
So this is a 6-cylinder.
Okay.
Kind of like a Porsche.
Huh.
300 cubic inch.
Whoa.
That one is a 4-cylinder, 360 cubic inch.
Whoa.
Big bore.
Holy moly, you can just
Low
pull the whole...
RPM. Yeah. Going back in, we definitely will. I've got this is just enough of an angle here where it's almost impossible for me to do it alone. I've got a little winch set up that I did. Actually, that's the other battery from the battery system that I was gonna let you set up.
That's so...
1962, fuckers, 10 years older than me. 62.
This is a 62?
Yep.
Wow. That's cool. Jim here's going to take me out on a flight today at Arlington Airport. This is going to be great.
Aerodynamics 101.
Harold.
So, stand at the end of the propeller there, looking that way, and you'll see that the backside is flat and the front is sort of curved.
Okay.
Thicker up here, tapers down,
Yep.
really thin in the back. It's the same shape as the wing. So if you stand on the end of the wing, you're going to see it's flat on the bottom, curved up top.
Yep.
That curvature there is what creates the lift in addition to the angle of attack, which is how it protrudes into the wind.
Okay.
Inside the carburetor, they actually got a similar thing. It's called a venturi, where it does the same thing as what that prop does. So way back in like, I don't know, 1700s or something, this guy Bernoulli figured out that you get pressure differences with different shapes when air flows over it.
Okay.
Not only did he figure out a whole bunch of stuff for boats, Bernoulli's equation defines how this thing generates lift.
Huh.
How the carburetor in there knows how much air is going through so it can pump the correct amount of fuel in, and it's what generates the lift there.
Wow.
one major, now it took a long time to figure out how to use it, but, and there's a bit more to it than just Bernoulli, but those equations and how air pressure changes with velocity and volume, it's all over every airplane you ever see.
Wow.
So these are called ailerons. When one goes up, the other goes down. So what this does, when this goes down, it increases the curvature on that wing.
Okay.
Makes more lift. When this goes up, it decreases the curvature, makes less lift.
Okay.
Does that. These are flaps. They increase the curvature big time, add a shitload of drag. Look at that. Up in the sky.
Oh man, holy moly. This is gonna be a perfect view tonight.
This is called an elevator. As you may guess, that's because that's what makes you go up and down. More accurately, it tips the nose up or the nose down.
Okay.
Same exact concept here. As you tip this thing down, it does two things. It creates the curvature on the top, which creates lift, and it also shoves a bunch of air down that way, pushing it up.
Okay.
Bernoulli again. Bernoulli here.
Steering.
The rudder. Yep. And there's aerodynamics 101.
Boom.
Now, safety.
Simple.
And mixture in. Shooting fuel into the carburetor,
Oh, that's funny.
circumventing all of the other circuits, priming it. Okay, that's locked. Master on. Clear prop. Fuck. You can give it one if you want, if you're comfortable with it. Mags off. Pull it through a couple times. Mags off. Okay, do not get your fingers over the tip. Hold it closer in.
Closer in. All right, we're at compression.
Okay, hold on. Master on. Mags on. Clear.
Dang, that was gnarly.
Alright.
That was badass.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Alright, that's extremely much better. there's no grass. We get down close to the ground. So now I have to use, see on angle?
Yeah.
Push on the rudder to straighten it out in order to keep us going the right direction. And cross the wall, actually. Might hear a buzzing, that's okay.
That was so smooth. So smooth.
Yeah, but I skipped it.